Well, hello. Hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday here in Korea, and it's probably going to be the last day of sunshine for me for quite a bit. We had rain on the weekend, and after today, the forecast is calling for 80% or more chance of rain. So I'm trying to get all my sightseeing into both yesterday and today. But what I really want to talk about is something that's been on my mind for quite a while, and the idea of culture. Now, when I travel, I love learning about people. I love learning about where they're from, what they like to do, and the cultural significance of where they live. And since I've been here in Korea the last month, I've really tried to make it a point to research some of the things around me, go see some of the sites, and that's where I want to spend my time. In contrast, some of the English teachers that I have met since being over here aren't interested in doing that. And it just really blows my mind that if you choose to live in a different country and make it your home essentially for a year, 2 years, whatever you want to do, then you wouldn't take the opportunity to go out and explore and learn about the surroundings around you rather than just dot around from country to country seeing, different beaches and so forth. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but for me, the whole idea of picking a country and living there is to spend time there so you can really understanding and get used to it and really feel the depth of the history. So a couple of things have happened in the last few days I want to talk about. First up, I have met through Skype some fantastic people from the Seoul area and also Busan and some other areas. In fact, over the weekend, we're actually going to get together for the first time, go see movies, maybe dinner, and who knows what else. But it's going to be cool to be shown around by locals some of the things that they like to do. The other thing that also is very interesting is that my recruiter has been fantastic. She always puts together trips and parties and things and is constantly inviting me to go out and hang out with her husband, and her other friends, both from Korea and from abroad, to kind of help me acclimate here. And I really see that as a very interesting dynamic. And I say that because while I was on the subway platform the other day, a Korean gentleman approached me and we struck up a conversation because he was just returned from Europe after living there for a few days. He worked for Hyundai, and we got into a discussion about culture and interpersonal relationships. You see, in Korea, and it's this way in a lot of different Asian cultures, but in Korea specifically, if you're not at the same socioeconomic level or same age level, you really can't make friends with someone else. If you're older, you're at a higher level and you don't make friends with someone younger. Conversely, if you're at a younger age level, you don't make friends with someone who's older with you or even someone who's younger. In fact, if you go to a very prestigious school, you tend not to make friends with someone who went to a less prestigious school, even if they're at the same age level that you are. The other thing that's very interesting is that the Korean language itself has three different forms: a very formal kind of language, an informal, and then slang type language. And depending on where you are in the social scheme of things dictates how you communicate with the other person. And it's just really interesting because this gentleman was saying that it's very easy for Koreans to make friends with Westerners because we tend not to look at age or socioeconomic status as a predefining characteristics of who we want to be friends with. So I get approached all the time. In fact, yesterday when I was at Deoksugon Palace, an elderly Korean man came up to me because I was taking video and pictures, and that will be coming later. But he came up to me and was asking me where I was from, how long I've been in Korea, what I was doing in Korea. And this gentleman barely spoke English, but he came up to approach me and talk to me, and then invited me out to coffee, which was awesome. And, I'm just going, wow, back in the States, how many Americans would go up to a foreign person and ask them all these questions, ask them out for coffee, ask them out for dinner, whatever? And I really am hard-pressed to think that a lot of people would do that. But here, I find that all the time. I get approached on the street. I get approached at the bus terminal, the subway terminal, when I'm walking. It's just an awesome experience. There's a gentleman who collects cardboard boxes, and I'm not really sure what his role in society is. But he always has a smile on his face. He always waves to me, come across the street just to shake my hand and say hello. And it's awesome. I love it. Probably one of the friendliest places I have ever been in the world. And I'm really looking forward to spending the rest of my year here. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.